Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap and review, I'm having an adult beverage, and tonight I'll be reviewing Barely Gold by N.D. Jones. This is a book I downloaded off of KU, but of course I'm always going to give my honest opinion. These are the tropes, and these are the content warnings. My rating for this book is 4.90, so what's it about? So this book is about Fayola, who is a veteran and Pundalulu shifter who has one more mission to complete before her compulsory military service is complete. Now, she has always done her duty, but it's been one of reluctance and a means to an end to return home to her father. Her final mission is to rescue a humanitarian doctor from a war zone, but the doctor won't leave the children that are in her care behind, preventing Fayola from completing her mission. So what is she willing to do and risk for this mission to close out this chapter in her life? But what's a soldier like Viola supposed to do when there are those who hide who they truly are and abuse the trust they are given by the most vulnerable, especially when a child puts her faith in Viola to rescue her and the other children from a fate worse than death? So what are my thoughts? Again, I'm giving this a 4.90. Now, the reason I didn't give it a 5 is due to a personal reason, and what it is that I wish there had been a smidge more world building or a better breakdown at the start, or even a map with the territories and dynamics listed, because this was such a cool world and I definitely wanted to understand it better. Now, I am someone who prefers info dumps at the start, so I have that information going in, and it didn't deter me not knowing that information, but throughout this book, you're getting that and you're slowly piecing it together, and it is personal preference to have an info dump for me. Now, this is the third book I've read by N.D. Jones, and I've enjoyed each one immensely. And each book so far has had an underlying theme. And for this book, it talks about the effects of war on the most vulnerable communities, especially children. It explores the exploitation of children into, unfortunately, human trafficking, into domestic slavery, child soldiers, and, unfortunately, sexual exploitation. And it talks about how governments and soldiers who are willingly turning a blind eye to the missions, the war, or the policies that are in place that sometimes, yes, they even benefit from. And it explores the question of what do you do when you finally see it? Do you pretend not to see it? Do you see it and do nothing? Or do you see it and do something about it? Overall, I really enjoyed this book and the characters, and I've already bought a physical copy for my shelves. It's a great book that has action, heart, romance, family bonds, not just blood, but ones you build yourself, humor, and strength of character and purpose. I love Viola, our female main character, who is, yes, a reluctant hero, but strongly believes in the mission and will do anything to protect the children that she cares for. Overall, it's a great book. It is currently available, and I hope you give it a try for yourselves, and I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.